Hello, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. So, in a recent video, I mentioned that we should look at the questions for the United States Citizenship Exam. I think it was in the video I made about getting your visa or green cards. It had a title, something like about restaurant workers. And somebody in the comments said, I would love to see that. And it was funny because I had literally just ordered these. So I was like, okay, I got them. So I ordered these flashcards for the United States Citizenship Exam. Let me take them. I don't know if there's anything on that. I shouldn't show you. I don't think it matters. It was wild. They delivered them to my house just like that, in that clear plastic. I don't think there was an address on here. I don't know how it happens. I don't know. Anyway, so my understanding, I should check this again because I looked it up the other day, but I'm pretty sure I'm remembering it right. There are 100 questions that they kind of give you to study. And then at the day of the exam, they make sure you can speak basic English and maybe write basic. I'm not sure about that. But then they ask you 10 random questions out of these 100. And you have to get at least 6. Hold on, let me make sure we don't have these upside down. Nope. You have to get at least 6 of them correct. I don't know what's in here. I don't know what this is. This just another question? Doesn't seem to be a question. I don't know. I'll put that outside. I don't know what that is. Okay. Now, I was a terrible student in high school. I was okay in elementary school, but by high school, I don't know. I wasn't very good. But since then, as an adult, I have watched like a lot of Ken Burns documentaries about the different wars. And for this channel, I have done some studying on the U.S. government and what else have I done videos on? I don't know. Various historical things. So I feel like my knowledge should be not great, but not terrible. Now, my recall sometimes isn't very good. So sometimes I'll be like, I know this, but I can't think of it. So we'll see how I do. I thought I would read the question and give a little brief pause, and then so that you can kind of guess in your head, and then guess myself, or not guess, but tell you the proper answer. But then we'll flip it over and look at what the answer actually is. Does that sound good? So maybe I'll put these off to the side so you don't see them before they come out. So I guess if you really want to study, you could pause after each question and write your answer down. See how you do. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm in trouble. What is the supreme law of the land? The supreme law of the land. Okay, I'm assuming the Constitution. Oh my gosh, now I feel, along with the Bill of Rights. I'm really stressing this. I don't know if I want to do this on camera. This might be too embarrassing. Okay, good. Okay, yes, the answer is the Constitution. Whew, okay. I mean, I know that. It's like once I'm on this camera, I feel like, oh no, I don't want everybody to judge me. I will just do my best. What does the Constitution do? Well, I guess it lays out the supreme law of the land. Okay, what does the Constitution do? It, what does it do? Well, it sets forth the laws of the land. The that there should be freedom and liberty for all. And then the amendments a lot of times are like rights, people's rights. The Bill of Rights has all the rights in it. I don't know. Okay, we're going to take a look here. Sets up the government. Oh, sure. Sets up the government, defines the government, protects basic rights of Americans. What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government, defines the government, protects basic rights of Americans. Okay. All right. I could have done better. So I kind of had the protects basic rights, but sets up the government, defines the government. Yeah. All right. Oh boy, this is tough. We're not going to make it through all 100. We'll just do like 20. Question 3. The idea of self-government is the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union. Those are the first words. Yep, we the people. The first 3 words of the preamble to the Constitution of the United States. All right, did okay on that one. I should be putting the piles like got and didn't get. Actually, I should do that, shouldn't I? Should I? Maybe. I kind of got that. I don't know. What does it say? What do you have to do here? You have to get all of them? Oh, you have to get all of them. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't get that. Okay. What is an amendment? Well, I'm sure there's a clear way to answer this, but it's an added law, is it a law, to the Constitution, like the right for women to vote, the right for people of all ethnicities to vote, I guess, making it so that people could vote when they're 18, those kind of things. That wouldn't be an answer, though. It's an amendment to the Constitution. It is an update to the Constitution. Okay, a change to the Constitution in addition to the Constitution. I mean, I got that. I just didn't have the language. I'm going to go with I got it. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The first 10 amendments to the Constitution. What do we call them? I believe that would be the Bill of Rights. Yes, the Bill of Rights. Okay, I actually feel like pretty good. I recall doing this when my girlfriend, Tamara, is that her name, Tamara? Yeah, I think that was her name. It's been years. And we worked at Red Lobster together. And she had to pass this test to get citizenship from Russia. She married a Mormon guy and moved here. And I remember her asking me the questions. I was like, I don't know. All right. What is one right of freedom from the First Amendment? Well, I'm actually thinking oh, hey, I gotta show you something. Look what I ordered. I ordered this so that we can do a video or if I ever need it, even just for reference. But it has the whole Constitution. Look at how it's written, though. It's written for like children. Like, what is this font? This seems like a very odd font for the Constitution. But anyway, the First Amendment is freedom of speech, freedom to practice religion without interference from the government. I think it's also freedom to not practice religion without interference from the government, to practice or not practice. Freedom to Well, it's definitely speech, religion. Let me remember what else. I do know this. I'm just not remembering. Is it to what's the word I'm looking for? Like have grievances against the government and have what is the word I'm looking for? Hold on, guys. We're just gonna read it. Why not? Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, that's what I forgot, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Yeah. So you're allowed to protest and tell the government you don't like what they're doing. That's one of our rights. Okay, I did okay on that. What is that? Question 6. So you have to get all of this. What is one right? Okay, I did get one. I guess we put that here. Okay. How many amendments does the Constitution have? How many amendments does the Constitution have? Okay, I kind of think I know this, but only because I just bought this book and I was chatting about Roman numerals and I think I looked up. So I think it is 27. Yep, 27. Now, like I said, I only knew that because I just looked. I don't know that I would have known that 2 days ago. But whatever, I knew it. Okay. What did the Declaration of Independence do? What did the Declaration of Independence do? Well, I mean, it seems simple to say, I guess, but it declared our independence from Great Britain. It declared, yeah, I think that's just the answer. Oh, there's more than one thing. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Announced our independence from Great Britain, declared our independence from Great Britain. Oh, they're saying you could say either, I guess. Said that the United States is free from Great Britain. All right, so those are all kind of the same, I guess. We got that. All right. What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? The right to, well, is it life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Is that what it is, or am I getting that screwed up? I kind of think that's what it is. Let's see. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yes. Okay. All right. What is freedom of religion? Okay. Freedom of religion is the freedom to choose the religion that you would like to worship, or to choose not to worship any religion without any government interference. And that is why there is a separation of church and state, because the government isn't supposed to interfere in your religion. And the reason that was important early on is because a lot of the original settlers were fleeing religious persecution from like a lot of Protestants, Catholics, Quakers, Mennonites. I don't know who else. They were all fleeing. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. Yeah. Okay. And I feel like that sometimes that part gets left out, that you are free to not practice religion, and there shouldn't ever be pressure from the government, according to our, Constitution, to practice religion. Okay. What is the economic system in the United States? What is the economic system in the United States? What does the asterisk mean? Don't know. My brain has just suddenly gone blank. Hold on. Oh my God. I do know this. Oh my God. Look, when you get to be my age, this will happen to you. I promise you. Words that are everyday words will just vanish sometimes. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. Give me a second. Democracy. I'm having such a brain block. Oh my God. Anyway, I know what it is. This is what I'd tell the guy if he were quizzing me. I'd be like, I know what it is. I just can't go on with it. Oh my God. Capitalism. Oh my gosh. Okay. Capitalist economy, market economy. Whew. That was bad. My brain went blank. There's this game that we play with my sons sometimes, and you have to answer questions really fast. I just can't do that anymore. When they put the timer on me, it's like I'm like a deer in headlights. I'm like, oh, I don't know. And it's like I do know, I just can't. I gotta work on that, because you gotta work on that. All right, what is the rule of law? Excuse me. What is the rule of law? What is the rule of law? What does that mean? Okay, you guys have your answer. What is the rule of law? Well, what? I don't know if I feel like stupid. Is it the Constitution? What it? Oh, gosh. Okay, here it is. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. No wonder I can't think of it, because that doesn't seem to be a thing right now. Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. Okay. Name one branch or part of the government. Well, okay, I'll give you guys a minute. All right, you have the judicial, the executive, and, Congress. What is that? Congress, legislative, president, executive, the courts, judicial. Well, the courts, legislative, and judicial are all the same, right? And then executive and president are the same in Congress. So I think I did okay in that. They must just give you extra if you get any of these, probably. All right. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? So what stops Congress or executive or, well, we'll say this. What stops legislative, executive, or judicial? Any one of those from becoming too powerful? Well, it's supposed to be checks and balances. So if this guy says to do something, they have to okay it, and then so it has to go around all these things, right? Yeah. Checks and balances, separation of powers. We got to really keep an eye on that. Got to keep an eye on it. Something we got to keep an eye on. Okay, who's in charge of the executive branch? Who is in charge of the executive branch? The executive branch is the President of the United States. And there's the White House picture. Okay. Who makes federal laws? Who makes federal laws? I'm feeling a little nervous about this one because I feel like it has to go through Congress, but then the president has to actually sign it into law, right? He can veto it. So I'm going to say Congress. It goes through the House and then the Senate. Congress, Senate and House, or else a U.S. or national legislature. All right, well, I think we kind of got that. Okay. What are the two parts of Congress? Well, we've kind of given that away, haven't we? The two parts of Congress are the U.S. House of Representatives and the United States Senate. The Senate and the House of Representatives, yep. Okay. How many senators are there? How many senators are there? 100. 100. There are 2 from each state. 100. Okay. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? That's interesting. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? Yeah, you may have noticed when you vote, you don't always vote for a new senator. It's every 6 years. 6, yeah. Like I said, some of these I only know because I studied for my government video. So I guess overall these videos are helping me think more. Because the whole reason I made this channel was to kind of help combat dementia or Alzheimer's as I age and to learn new things. And I think it's working. It might be working. All right, this is question number 20, so maybe we will stop after this one. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Well, I can't answer that for you. I will not. But you should know who your senators are. And if you ever are feeling like this thing's kind of making me mad, write a letter, if you can, a handwritten letter, and put it in an envelope and send it. But you can write an email as well or call on the telephone your senator because they are supposed to be representing you. And occasionally they'll listen if they get enough people telling them what they think. Yeah, so that would depend on the state you're in. Answers will vary. Okay. Wait, did I put these upside down? I did. Hold on. Should we do one more? Oh, this is hard. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? I do think this changes depending on population, if I recall. But we did I did a video on something about the House of Representatives. I can't remember exactly what, but I think, at least at that time, it was 138. I want to say 138. Oh, I meant 400. But I was still wrong. It's 435. Yeah, more than there are senators. Okay, I definitely got that one wrong. But I didn't mean 100. I meant 438. But 435. Okay. But I think this can change, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it can't. I thought it could. Let's do one more. We elect a U.S. representative, which is the House, for how many years? Oh, gosh. I think it's 2. But that could be wrong. I think it's 2. Yeah, 2. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. We'll take a break here because I gotta go think about dinner, I think. Look how many we still have left, though. So this will be fun. Let me know if you like how you did. I'm very curious. I think my studying is paying off. Maybe once we have studied them all, we'll do them like fast and see who can get them. So I think I did pretty good. I only really missed 3. But I'm going to put them back in. Let's reread those. What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government, defines the government, protects basic rights of Americans. Okay. And then we missed number 12. What is the rule of law? Excuse me. Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. And I am the law. What movie is that? I don't know. All right, and then 21. 19, 20. 21 was, the House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. All right. Well, thanks for coming along with me. We'll do more soon. Calculator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. By the way, this deck of cards, I think it was like $8. It was pretty inexpensive. And I think, you know, you guys might enjoy it. Like if you have kids or something, I don't know. Or no, if you're an adult, who cares? You should always be learning. Hold on, I'm looking for something I can put in between so I know where we left off. Okay. To the moon. Being smart is sexy. If I were a teacher, that's what I'd tell my students. Smart people are sexy. I'd get fired if I were a teacher. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon. Flashcards for the United States Citizen Exam. I will say, I thought they were going to be like this big. I was surprised when they showed up and they were tiny, but that's on me. I didn't look at them that close. But that's fine. They're still a nice quality.